Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Back to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They'll look to throw. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Go.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rush in.
From the gun, Mariota. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike's by 4. Hey, me and you all set.
Back to throw here. He completes this one to Mack. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A game there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I got you.
2nd and 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Mariota now to throw on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Mariota gives to Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That's right, man. Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike.
2nd down and goal. Mariota dancing to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Colts pick it up. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Buddy up. Come on, God, 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Oh. Check right, check right.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. ATK. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check. Lucky. He's crashing. He's in. No. Off. Please it. Back 55.
Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
March 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down throw for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Titans.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota now. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, Now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's a run with Mack.
Really, dude.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run the draw play with Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14 to 10. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's down right there. One.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. It's caught. Humphries. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Give me some.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota to throw it. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day.
2nd and 9 now. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They're running it.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 2, Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check.
Now Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Silver. One. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. High 7. Let's go. Coming to you. 3.
So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
One. Check. 53. Check. 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 53. Come on.
To the air again. Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Titans go. It's Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
You got tight right there. Check 43.
Second down and inches. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? One. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch twins. One.
Mariota. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Mike's 50. Mike. One. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey. Check Mike.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here's Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.